Ever since Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden announced that U.S. Senator Kamala Harris of California would be his running mate, the spotlight has been on the senator and her family. This interest definitely extends to her husband, Douglas Emhoff, who is a partner at the law firm DLA Piper in Los Angeles. Interestingly enough, Emhoff is licensed to practice law in both California and Washington, D.C., which is super convenient for the family if they need to make a big move come January 2021. There's even another DLA Piper office in the nation's capital.
Kind of do my legal work and deal with all these issues for clients that have come up, and she's trying to save the world.
But things are actually not that simple when it comes to Emhoff's career, especially if his wife ends up becoming the vice president of the United States. As the New York Times reported, DLA Piper has multiple clients with government interests, which could translate to a conflict of interest for Harris if she and Biden win the election. Kathleen Clark, a law professor and expert in ethics, spoke to the Washington Post about the possible conflicts of interest that could arise if Emhoff remained with the firm in the event Harris becomes the vice president. Clark stated, "You don't want federal officials exercising discretion in a way to benefit the vice president's spouse or his clients. To avoid this, Emhoff has taken a leave of absence," according to a rep for the law firm who spoke to the New York Times. The decision came a year after Emhoff gushed to The Hollywood Reporter in March 2019 about his work, saying, "It's great to have my practice because it's something that I love and I'm good at." The Washington Post reported that Emhoff has worked with clients that included some of the biggest names in Hollywood throughout his time at DLA Piper, as well as large domestic and international corporations and some of today's highest-profile individuals and influencers. Emhoff's leave of absence is only temporary as of August 2020, most likely pending the 2020 election results. But it seems Emhoff is anticipating something more permanent, as Law 360 reported that he has been in the process of transferring his clients to other lawyers at the firm. Don Fox, who worked in the Office of Government Ethics in the Obama administration, explained that federal laws do not require the spouses of presidential and vice presidential candidates to disclose their clients, but the candidates themselves must name all the clients who have paid them at least $5,000. Fox added, "I'm sure it never occurred to drafters of that law in 1978 that a partner in a major international law firm would be the spouse of a president or vice president. It is probably worth Congress taking another look at the law that is currently in place." Legalities aside, Emhoff seems to be taking the changes in stride. Aaron H. Jacoby, an old friend and former law partner, told the New York Times that Emhoff is enjoying his foray into national politics, saying, "I think he is having a good time." It's unclear how Emhoff will spend his days if Harris does become the VP. But it's worth mentioning Dr. Joe Biden continued to teach while her husband was vice president from 2009 to 2017. In the meantime, both Emhoff and Joe Biden will continue their roles supporting their spouses during the election, which Emhoff is clearly proud to do. In June 2020, The Nation correspondent Ellie Mistal tweeted, "So, a reality of my existence is that my wife is better at her job than I am at mine. Usually she keeps that to herself. But during COVID, I have to sit around all day and listen to her be smarter than me. I gotta say, it's pretty hot. I don't want her to go back to the office." Emhoff replied, "Hi Ellie, we should definitely compare working from home with your spouse notes. Best, Doug." That wasn't Emhoff's only supportive spouse social media post. In July 2019, when Harris was in the midst of her run for the Democratic presidential nomination, he shared a photo with Chasten Buttigieg, the husband of former presidential hopeful Pete Buttigieg. With it, Emhoff wrote, "Sometimes the only person you can talk to about going through this as a spouse is someone going through this as a spouse."
We were a good couple going in, and I think we came out of it like,
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about political figures are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.